Hi everyone, welcome back to Plum Mashable. So this week I'm using the gorgeous Flutterby Mystery Lime Mail from Lime and Mortar. So if you want to see how this one all came together, then just keep watching. Alright, so let's grab our pages out of here. I have a lot going on this week. Lots and lots. So grab our pages out. I'll move this all off to the side. Alright, so we're going to be using the gorgeous Flutterby kit from Lime and Mortar. If you haven't already seen it, I will link that video down below for you. Why do I feel like I'm missing a sheet? It'll be here somewhere. Not in there. There it is. I knew it was there somewhere. So we're going to start off with the flipper. I'm also going to tidy up some of the marks on here. So I want to use this as a bit of a to-do list holder. As you can see, I've got a lot going on, and then I've also got a lot more wedding stuff that I'm making lists for, which is why I've been doing extra things like this for the last couple of months. Just so I'm trying to keep on track of everything. So I'm going to make a little flipper. I want it to live... I don't know where I want it to live. I think I want it to live on this side. I know I usually put it there, so I'm going to put it there. But I'm going to put a vellum pocket on the back and then cut some of these gorgeous pages in half, stick them together, and then I've got some lists. So I'm going to grab my vellum first. So this is just vellum from Officeworks. I love vellum. Just trying to think what the colours were in the first. Was it In Bloom that was the first vellum? Hold on, I've just had a thought. So I was thinking that maybe I could use the vellum from this Planners Anonymous kit, but it's just not quite like it is. It's very close. Hold on, I'll take it out so you can see. It is very close, but I don't want to sort of waste it. As in just use just that tinsy bit when I can use a whole vellum sheet. So never mind. Sometimes ideas jump into my brain while I'm doing things. So I'm grabbing the vellum out. Again, just normal vellum from Officeworks. I'm just going to measure out, and I'm doing this really roughly and just by sight. So I'm going to cut the actual hole size, roughly, of the postcard first, and then I can make it a little bit bigger or smaller if I need to. And I can make it smaller if I need to. Thank you, Ryan. Smarty pants. So I'm just making sure that that's square. It does not seem to be right now. Yeah, we'll go with it. And then we'll cut the top bit. I'm actually going to completely ignore that other line that I did and just do it roughly where I want it. And that should then sit there. It's just going to be a little bit big, which is fine because we can trim off the excess in a sec. So the first thing I want to do then is just grab an eraser, get rid of that pencil mark. And then we're going to stick it down using my Bostik glue tape. And the reason we use the Bostik one here is because it's a little bit, it's not as, this one's a dot, so you can tell really easily, or you can see it. I'm actually going to put washi tape over the top of it anyway. But I am going to just do it on half. Need a piece of scrap paper. I'm actually going to use my Spotlight letter to do this. This works. So I just want to make sure I put that at the right height. So I need to go there-ish. I've done the smallest mark ever there. I'm just going to use about half the glue. Why are you being mean to me? Oh, because you're empty. Well, that explains a lot. Alright, I'm going to have to use this one because I don't have any of my other tape. So I'm still going to use just half. And because I'm going to cover it with washi tape, it'll still be fine. So I'm just going to put that all around the outside here. So it's not completely straight, or not what it is. It's completely straight, but it's not where I want it to be on the edge. So I'm just going to trim off the excess with my scissors. Because it's such a thin amount here, you really don't need to use your trimmer, but if you really wanted to, you could. So it has got that little bit of a flap on the top. I wonder. I've never done this before, but I'm going to try. I want to see what it looks like. going to fold that over, and I'm actually going to cover it up with some tape. I don't know why, that just jumped into my brain. I thought I'd try it. So I'm going to grab the washi tape, which was here a second ago. So I'm just going to grab the washi tape that came with this kit. So it's this gorgeous sparkly glitter pink. And you guys know I'm generally not the biggest fan of pink, but there is something about this kit that's just yelling at me right now. I love it. Oh, I do wish these nails would come off though, because they're starting to drive me crazy. I'm going to grab my tweezers because that'll make life a bit easier here. Alright, so we're going to cover everywhere I put glue, basically, because I don't want to be able to see, or at least I want it to be hidden a little bit where we've put that glue. So I'm just going to stick that down. Whoops. And this is why I use tweezers. Washi's down on all the 3 sides that are stuck. I'm going to do something different on the top bit though. So I'm just going to cut off all the excess bits, and then here I'm just going to cut it so it's sort of sitting flush. So I'm going to use my knife for that. So I'm just grabbing the knife and just cutting really gently. I'm hoping that you guys can see this with my hands in the way. Just really gently to sort of score the washi and not cut through the paper, and then you should just be able to pull it. So on that top bit, I don't want it, I'm actually going to go a little bit further here, and this is complete over the topness, but I don't want it to look like it's crossed over. That's a really tiny little detail that I just did then, but it looks really nice being squared off like that. And then I think on that little bit there, I'm not sure if I want to put more tape. So I'm just going to try it and see what it looks like. So I'm going to try this, because it does look kind of cool. So I'm just sticking that down. I'm just trying to make this as straight as I can, because we all know I'm really not that great with keeping washi tape straight. And I'm going to do the same. Ooh, that's horrible. This glitter tape's just making me think of Desley. All pink and glittery. So again, just cutting off the bit so it looks like it's just going to where the washi is. The other washi is. And there we have our little pocket. Much more trouble than that was worth, but so then for the little note, I'm going to grab 2 bits of these. I'm going to start with one, but I'll cut another one in a second. And I'm just going to cut this roughly in half. I just want to make sure I go down so that it's not hitting either of the butterflies. And I'm going to stick these together because I want them to be dual-sided. That's just a thing that I've got going on at the moment. So I'm a little bit off there, but that's okay. So I can cut off the excess and I can make the other one a little bit wider. So I'm just going to stick these together and then I'll trim off the excess. So just my little hint, if you're ever going to do this, always stick it so that the sides you haven't cut go together, and that way you know that your line is going to be completely straight. Go. So you've got your little to-do list, one on each side, and it can just sit nicely in there. So it is a little bit bigger. So if you really wanted to, hold on, I'm just going to do one crazy little thing just because I can. So I'm just going to add a little bit of interest to this just by cutting or fussy cutting out around near the butterfly. Completely unnecessary step, but I think it looks really cool. So that's going to sit in there like that. I'm actually going to make another one really quick, but I'm also going to punch my holes in it and put it into my over here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that really quickly. I'll be back in just a sec. Alrighty. So there's our little flipper. It's going to sit right there. So good. Alright. That sits in there like that. We've got little lists that I can go a little bit bonkers on in a minute. Easy. Now we just need to clean these pages up. So the downside to having used so much of this at the moment is that I've kind of made a mess of my pages a little, but it's okay. So I'm taking all the post-its out because I know what days they came out of, so I can put them back again. Can't believe Taylor Swift is this week. It's come up on me so fast I actually didn't realise that it was on. It kind of jumped at me before I thought about it. Alright, so we're going to put in the one thing I know I'm going to use, like absolutely know I'm going to use, is that weekend sticker because it just screams at me and I want to use it. So I'm going to start off with the boxes. So because I've got my lists, I don't need to make sure that they're on the right days because my Saturday and my Sunday are my days off. So we're going to put down, I feel like I need to put days of the week in first, but I'm not gonna go over them. So I'm gonna put some of this washi tape along the bottom. I don't think I need to, as in there's something about this kit that sort of seems to be saying to me you don't need to put any more glitter in this, but I really want to. I think it's a very pretty washi, so I want to use it if I can. So I did just use my fingers then and it's nearly straight. Nearly. Actually that didn't really turn out too badly. So I'm going to put it at the top and the bottom just along those lines, but I'm going to keep all of my days of the week. I'm not going to cover any of them up this week. I think it's the first time I haven't covered them up in a while. So I'm going to leave the dates just as they are and work around them, I guess. That was a bit more difficult than I thought it would be, but that was more because my, number one, the washi's all getting stuck to my scissors, and number two, unfortunately, that bit of bulk has made it just a little bit difficult. But anyway, so I'm going to leave the dates as they are, so I'm just going to put some boxes in. When I say this is going to be pretty simple from here, it really is. It's just sticking stickers down, so it's not particularly complicated. What is complicated is getting this washi tape off my fingers. There we go. I'm going to start off with this pink. I'm going to use my tweezers a bit here because my nails are driving me bonkers. Uh-oh. Please come up. Unfortunately, that sticker was just a little bit too keen to get onto the paper. Good thing is the lime and mortar stickers are really good for coming up. They generally come up a little bit easier. So I want to put that one right on the edge here. I'm going to give myself a bit of it. It's just being difficult because I've got that bulk bit there, but I'm trying to line it up with this edge so that it's as straight as it can be. Go. Then I'm going to continue left and right, like not left and right. So we're going to go sort of alternating. I'm going to try and keep the colours alternating a little bit as well. A bit more plain one. then on this one, I'm just going to use this gold sort of to-do one as well, just to put another list down the side. Now I'm flipping between using my tweezers and not, but that's okay. And we can do very similar down this side, but obviously on, oh no, we're going to do that. I'm going to use the gold one. I'm going to put this one started in the middle and then work down that way. Put the gold one in there. And then we'll use the smaller to do on the side. That way it makes room for the Taylor concert. We're going to get our weekend sticker, which is just so beautiful. It makes me so happy. Oof, that's delicate. So just trying to work out where I'm going to put it. Before I do that, I just want to put in this one. I'm actually going to leave Saturday and Sunday almost completely like without the two boxes alternating. And then I'm going to put the weekend without tearing it, I hope. I just stuck it down on my desk and it didn't like that very much. And then with the bits and pieces one, I'm going to cover that bit up, so it's kind of going to go a bit of a funny. Cover that up with that one. And I'll put back in another to do next to it. Oh, I like the way that came together so easily. Some weeks I really like to stretch my imagination. Other weeks it's nice just to have something that just goes together. And this has just gone together so beautifully. So then with this little extra one full of butterflies, got more washi stuck on me. I'm just going to put these around the place. Part of me wants to put that just there. It wants me to laminate it and put it as a little sticky up kind of 3D element. I think it would look awesome, but at the same time I'm very aware of the fact that it's probably going to get flattened very quickly and I could probably use it somewhere that will be much prettier. So I'm not going to do it this time. What I am going to do is go through and put all of my regular stickers back in. So I'm going to grab all of those, which are all in here somewhere. So I'm also just going through and making sure that I put all my bits and pieces that I need to back in. So I'm going to start off with my gym one, which this week the gym moves from Wednesday to Thursday. So I'm going to put that in first. And I'm going to write that in actually in gold, just because I can. Now the other really important thing that it is this week, it's my live video this week. So unless you don't know, I do live videos once a month over on my YouTube channel. You guys are on my YouTube channel. But I do them once a month. They're at 8 o'clock. Usually that's Eastern Standard Time. Right now it's Eastern Daylight Savings Time. Ow. But they are always at 8 o'clock and I have these gorgeous little stickers to remind me. So I love putting them in. They are also available at my shop, just for some shameless plugs right there. So if you are interested, I will link them down below. So the last couple of bits I just need to put in are work things. So I'm just going to quickly put that in. And then I have to go and pick up my dress on Saturday. So that was why I put this box in. So I'm just going to write all those details in. And then I'm also going to a planner day and to a cricket demo at Essendon Spotlight. So I'm going to put in another sticker for that just because I want something. I do want a little sort of notifier. So I need to double check what time it is. Hold on. Alright, so that is everything I need to write in for now. Obviously I'm going to add in a lot as this week goes on. I feel like I've just made a massive mess on my desk, which was 5 minutes ago, was completely clean, I swear. So that's it guys, that is my week using the gorgeous Flutterby kit from Lime and Mortar. This was a mystery lime mail, and like I said at the start, I'll link the reveal video down below. I have had a lot of people ask me though if this is going to arrive in the store, and Leanne assures me that it will. So if you didn't get this mystery lime mail, don't panic, it will come into the Lime and Mortar store reasonably soon, and I will link it as soon as I know it's there so you can go and grab it for yourselves. If you did like this video and this decoration, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to be subscribed to my channel so you don't miss any further Lime and Mortar videos or any of my other videos. You can follow me on all of my social media links and also on my website. They're all linked for you down below. Don't forget to come and hang out with me at 8 o'clock Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time on Wednesday night for my live video. I hope you guys have an awesome week, and I will see you again really soon. Sending lots of huggles. Bye!